Stay tuned as we check out this Mysterio from Spider-Man Far From Home, Molten Man, Build-A-Figure Wave. Pow, and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. Today we continue looking at this Molten Man Build-A-Figure Wave as we're taking a look at Mysterio from Spider-Man Far From Home, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, but it is of course Quentin Beck. Now, Mysterio is one of my favourite comic book villains, and I'm so happy to finally see him on the big screen in a live action movie, and it's being played by Jake Gyllenhaal as well, one of my favourite actors. So very happy about that, and I love the way that Marvel sort of get comic influence but create a modern tech design, and it's very excited to get this figure open and have a look. Even though I'm a little bit disappointed he doesn't come with an unmasked head and there doesn't seem to be anything under the dome, but we do get a set of fisted hands and of course the Molten Man Build-A-Figure leg. So as always, nice packaging art, a little bit of write-up, and then of course you get a list of all the figures in this wave you need to complete the Molten Man Build-A-Figure. Today we're reviewing Mysterio. So as I said, very excited to get this one open up, and of course I'll compare it to the comic book version. So let's do it. And here we have Mysterio out of the box, and as I said, I do really like this character design. It does look like Mysterio from the comics, but with an updated sort of tech twist, which I appreciate. Now, in regards to accessories, as mentioned, he only comes with a set of interchangeable fisted hands, no interchangeable head, as that's what I would have preferred. But he does, of course, come with a Build-A-Figure piece for the Molten Man Build-A-Figure, which is this stumpy little leg. So obviously subscribe to the channel, all of that good stuff. Find the playlist, as I will be reviewing the Molten Man last. But taking another look at this Mysterio, I definitely wanted to do this first, and there is nothing under the dome. You can't even fit like a head under there because it's all plastic. So unfortunately, you're not going to be able to put anything under that dome, but you will be able to pop other things on that peg. Again, Hasbro, unmasked Jake Gyllenhaal head, please. Thank you very much. So yeah, let's zoom in, take a close look at these details, because this guy looks really good. And I've only just noticed all that detail on the back of the cape there with like a green metallic. Looks good. So here's a closer look at Mysterio, and as I said, that dome is sort of like a cloudy effect with like speckles of glitter, and it works quite well in the lights, and I always get confused of which way around it should be, but I don't think it really matters too much. And there is some articulation in there, because it is on a peg, of course. As I said, I'll take that off and you can see, but you're not going to be able to put anything in the dome, as I've already mentioned. So here's the skull that come with the last Mysterio. Now it doesn't plug on there exactly, but you can sit it on there. Can't really see it because of my white background, but there is the skull that come with the comic Mysterio, and you can tell you can't actually put this dome over the head because it's plastic inside. But while we're zoomed in as well, let me show you these clasps. I think like these are damaged. I think these are battle damage, and it's got to have something to do with the film, as they are the same in the trailers. So I'm hoping that gets explained in the film. And as I said, that's on a normal peg. That pops on, not a problem. On the back there, you get that design that I showed you a minute ago, that sort of green metallic, sort of looks Egyptian-y. You can see the Mysterio eye there. And again, this brand new, all new sculpt. Now, Hasbro always go all out with their MCU sculpts. It is due to the success of the MCU that we get so many Marvel Legends, and that is why they spend more money on the MCU figures. And yeah, all new school. Even these wrist pieces that were on the previous comic version of Mysterio are different because there's a different sculpted design. And they're like the texture on all the green, and then the gold is all decent sculpt. And yeah, looks really good. Definitely like a techie modern version of Mysterio, which I really like. And if I take the cape off, which the cape is made of a soft plastic, as all Marvel Legend capes are, and I spin it around, there you go on the back. Gold, green, the sculpted detail stays around, and the way you plug in the cape has got a unique peg, so I'm guessing only Mysterio's cape will plug in there. But I'm sure customizers are going to get on creating a custom cape anyway to get him in some better poses. But if you're going to have him neutrally on the shelf, creating some illusions, this guy's fine. I like the open palm hands, again, to sort of show his magic displays, but you do get fisted hands, which should pop on and off, not a problem. There you go, look how easy that was. Now he has a fist, he can punch someone, but I'll swap back to the other hand because I prefer these ones, because he'll be using these to do his magic spells, or not a magic, illusions. But yeah, this is a really good looking Mysterio figure, decent articulation as well. Everything you would expect for a Marvel Legend. Got nothing to complain about, apart from I would have liked to see an unmasked head, but for a Marvel Legend MCU figure, this is solid. And here we have the only comparison people really cared about. It is, of course, the MCU Mysterio compared to the comic book Mysterio. And again, if you missed out on this guy, then the MCU Mysterio can fit into your comic book collection, as the character is such a unique design, you cannot mistake him for anyone else. It is clearly Mysterio. He just has a unique, updated tech design, which I think could slide in quite well in your comic book collection. So if you missed out on this guy, try and track this one down for the time being. But you can see the comic book version is definitely a bit taller, the dome's bigger, the cape's definitely bigger. And I have tried to do some swapping, but it just looks a little bit silly and ridiculous because of the size difference. But again, I really like it when the MCU can update a comic design into the modern day. Now, this Mysterio come with these effects that go around the legs. So I wanted to try and see if they will go around here, which I assume they will, not a problem. I haven't done it in a while though, so I forgot how they go around. I think they just clasp on, to be fair. I don't think there's any rules. So there's one, and there's two. And there you go. So if you've got some more effects, I've got one of those swirly effects that you can get off eBay, the really cheap ones, the Bandai ones, the wind effects, and that works quite well on display. But again, it's nice when you can sort of show off a character on your display, sort of using their powers to some degree, and Mysterio is a fun one for all you ACBA people out there. But yeah, this Mysterio is looking good. Here we have Mysterio compared to the two other Spider-Men from this Far From Home wave so far, with the Shield stealth suit and of course the Steve Ditko inspired red and black suit. I'm still really annoyed with my QC issue on my shoulder, otherwise I'd really like this figure. And I think he stands at a decent height. He stands obviously a little bit taller than Spider-Man, as he should. And again, I'm not too sure when Mysterio meets Spider-Man and what suit he's wearing. So let's bring in the Homecoming tech suit and of course the Iron Spider suit as well, as I believe probably all of these are going to appear in Far From Home at some stage. So yeah, apart from those legs being a little bit long, again, this is the custom one I made until Hasbro give us the official one later this year. But move them along a little bit, it's all out of frame. But yeah, Mysterio looks good compared to all of the Spider-Men. Let's have a Spider-Man party. And here we have Mysterio compared to Nick Fury, who apparently recruits Quentin Beck in Far From Home. So I'm curious to see what that relationship's like. And then, of course, here we have the other MCU Spider-Man villain in the Vulture, with that Michael Keaton / Adrian Toomes unmasked custom head I got made for me by Pim Particles on Instagram. I really, really love that because Hasbro never gave us one. And maybe we're going to start seeing some sort of MCU Sinister Six, maybe. Who knows? Let's see what the post-credit scenes in Far From Home give us. So, final thoughts are, I really like this Mysterio figure. Without even seeing Spider-Man Far From Home yet, I think it's a great looking figure, and I'm really excited to finally see one of my favourite villains, not just on the big screen in a live action movie, but embedded in the MCU and being played by Jake Gyllenhaal. Should be really, really good. Excited to see where it leads. And these are those wind effects by Bandai that I was talking about. You can get them off eBay and whatnot, and they definitely make him pop on the shelf in your display, just hovering there above your other characters. And yeah, really good display piece, this one. Think you're going to like it. If you haven't managed to track down the comic version, then this one should fit nicely in your collection for the time being. But yeah, really happy with it. So you know what to do, people. Go and check out the videos tab. Plenty of Marvel Legends reviews, and there is always a playlist for all of the Build-A-Figure waves. So go and check that out. And as always, please, please, please hit that subscribe button. Much appreciated. And as always, people, my name is Dan W, and I shall see you on the next one.